moment in the sun, the land began to crack, separating itself from within to find a drop of water that might have been hidden somewhere deep inside. These cracks walked miles to tell the people that this was their life after all. Fulton, a small town in the state of Maharashtra, which was also a sugarcane treasure, was always affected with natural calamities such as drought and famine. Drought took away the sugarcane farms, which left the man dry and poor. An empty stomach and a hopeless yearn broke the man. He turned to animals for help, but would that have changed anything? The year 1995, however, came as a blessing for this small town. Shri Sanjeev Raje Nayak Nimbalkar took the lead and laid the foundation of Govind milk and milk products. He knew the responsibility that came with the legacy that defined his spirit, a legacy which is known to bring happiness to the land they serve. His efforts were aimed at bringing back the glory and opportunity to Fulton by the way of Govind milk and milk products. Being a prominent member of the society, he collaborated with Cadbury's plant near Fulton, who were in need of good quality milk. In association with dairy farmers, Shri Sanjeev Raje Nayak Nimbalkar started by delivering 128 liters of milk per day, which was delivered in cans. Today, after bringing in effect newer technologies and support, the company procures an approximate of 700,000 liters of milk daily. The milk producing company at present serves an approximate of 100 million consumers in Maharashtra. Not only this, but the company has also established its presence in distribution across the states of Karnataka and Goa. At the same time, Govind milk and milk products have made inroads in Hyderabad, Gujarat, and other parts of North and Northeast India, becoming one of the most popular choices in the retail category. The milk company, which began as a way to find livelihood for the people of Fulton, today stands as one of the largest private milk producers in India.
Govind milk, in very few words, is an illustration of prosperity achieved through unity. To go from a canned milk distributor to being a worldwide brand today, I think that it's a dream come true. I am very thankful to the legacy that I am associated with, because out of all the things that it has taught me, the most important was to bond with the people, with nature, with animals, with care and love, and Govind truly is a reflection of the same.
My journey with Govind milk has started from more than 25 years back. Govind milk was never started as a business as such, but it was started to help the Fulton farmers, Fulton Talukka farmers survive in the milk business as well as sustain it and grow it. I believe that over the years we have become what our tagline is, the happy makers.
So, how did Govind milk and milk products manage to become a family brand in the market that is already flooded with such fierce competition? The answer lies in its milk procurement process. Let's take a peek and understand how a day at Govind milk and milk products looks like. The day at Govind begins by procuring the milk from its different channels, that is from the dairy farmers and the milk collection vehicle. The milk is collected from 7 major districts such as Pune, Solapur, Osmanabad, Ahmednagar, Satara, Sangli and Belgaum. The first channel of procurement is through the dairy farmers. In this, the farmers collect milk from the source, that is the cows, in the cans and drop it at the milk collecting center, where it is stored in the bulk milk cooler setup within villages. Dairy farmers drop the milk cans twice in a day, 365 days in a year, to supply the quantity demanded by the consumers. The second channel of procurement is the milk collecting vehicle. In this channel, a facilitator collects milk from different farmers and drops it at the bulk milk cooler. The BMC channel of procurement collects 85% of the total milk that is produced by the company. This rounds up to an approximate of 600,000 liters per day through these channels. All this milk comes via different sources, and hence it is necessary that this milk is distinguished based on some quality parameters such as fat content, the water content, and the solid non-fat or the SNF content. The part of differentiating the milk based on these parameters is done by the RMRD or the raw milk receiving dog. Here, the milk is tested for all parameters and is distributed to different processes for producing products such as milk pouches, milk powder, butter, ghee and buttermilk. Let's understand this process in detail. Fresh milk collected at the nearby chilling center is sent to the RMRD lab for testing. The RMRD lab takes care of identifying the quality of the milk. Tanker milk is subjected to various stringent tasks. Milk is accepted only after it qualifies all the quality parameters. After accepting the milk, it is chilled to 4 degrees Celsius and transferred into various storage tanks. There are 8 storage tanks with a capacity ranging from 50 kiloliters to 100 kiloliters each. Each storage tank is again screened further as per product requirements. Around 150,000 liters of milk is diverted to the pouch milk packing section. Now, let us look at how pouch milk is produced. Milk is passed through the pasteurizer. Pasteurizer is designed to heat milk from 4 degrees Celsius to 85 degrees Celsius through multiple sections. During pasteurization, milk is also homogenized through homogenizer. Homogenizer ensures that each fat particle is broken into uniform size. This uniformity of fat particles gives a creamy taste to the milk as the fat portion is equally distributed in the milk. This entire pasteurization process is auto-controlled through a SCADA system. All the process parameters can be monitored through the SCADA display. Each activity is also recorded for further review. After pasteurization, the milk is stored in pasteurized milk storage tanks. Pasteurized milk is again tested as per testing protocols and will be released for packing. Govind produces 5 different types of pouch milk, such as cow milk, full cream milk, standardized milk, toned milk, and double toned milk. Each variant is packed in different pack sizes such as 200 milliliters, 500 milliliters, 1000 milliliters, and 6 liters packs. Each variant differs on fat and SNF contents and meets the need of different sections of the consumer as per their nutritional requirements. Once packed, the same is stored in the cold room, which keeps the temperature below 4 degrees Celsius. From here, the milk is distributed to the markets as per the requirement, which comes from the sales department. But what about other products? Are they produced in the same way? Yes, absolutely. As you know, milk contains 2 important portions, fat and SNF. To separate these 2 portions, the cream separator is used. Cream separator separates fat from milk. Fat is converted into butter or ghee. Milk without fat is called skimmed milk and is later converted into milk powder. Let us see how fat is converted into butter and ghee. Cream separator separates the fat portion of the milk, which is called cream. The separated cream is pasteurized and is sent to the butter churner. The butter churner converts cream into butter and buttermilk. Butter is either packed as per orders or is sent to ghee boilers for ghee preparation. Ghee is prepared by heating butter to around 110 degrees Celsius. The produced ghee is sent for packaging into various packs such as jars, tins, and pouches. Around 30 tons of fat is converted daily into butter and ghee as per orders. And what about skim milk? The skim milk is collected, is stored in a separate silo. The quality team checks the skim milk for all the relevant parameters and approves the milk for powder conversion. Milk powder is prepared by evaporating milk to a certain level through an evaporator. The evaporated milk is later converted into powder by passing through a spray dryer. Govind produces an estimate of 30,000 kilograms of milk powder every day. Given the demand for organic products growing day by day, Govind initiated the production of organic milk through its parallel arm, hills and valleys. The milk that is procured for producing organic milk is collected through separate vendors, whose farms are located at a distance of 14 to 15 kilometers from the factory. The milk is packed in bottles of a liter, which are then distributed to the markets. The demand for organic milk is highest in the Mumbai region, which constitutes 80% of the total demand. Such a huge volume of milk production. It must be a task to regulate and coordinate the quality of milk, you might think. But that's the job that Govind is known for. The company employs several technicians, engineers, and quality experts who looks after entire production activities at the plant. Govind employs veterinary doctors and para-vet assistants to look after the cattle by visiting the cattle personally, analyzing the fodder that is being fed, and taking cautious veterinary actions to help the cattle produce quality milk. If any milk is taken from a sick cow or even a healing one, the company does not mix it with the regular quantity. Instead, the same is discarded to avoid consumption by the end consumer. Govind follows a stringent quality analysis check on every case that comes to the factory. If any portion of the milk is caught to be induced with adulterants, that portion of milk is also rejected and traced back to its farmer, where the supervisors give a visit and take a thorough look at the bottommost level to eradicate such malpractices. Govind Milk maintains the highest level of hygiene for all its operations. The silos that collect, process and store the milk are cleaned after every use to keep the milk out of any unwanted residue. The cleaning takes place through a centralized program which enables no human interaction. The silos are emptied thoroughly before flushing it out with hot water and caustic acid solution. Being aware of its responsibilities, Govind circulates the water and caustic acid solution to clean the silos, thus reducing the need for more water and yet get the best cleaning. Govind's efforts to help the environment keep its balance is clearly visible with its water recycling procedures, wherein the company reuses the silo-cleaned water in gardening and other agricultural purposes, thus saving water and the environment at the same time. Not only this, but Govind Milk is also big on harvesting clean energy from solar power for about 15% of its plant operation through this recently installed 1 megawatt solar farm spread on an area of 4.5 acres. The foundation of Govind and its success was possible because of the enthusiasm and cooperation that was depicted by its farmer friends. And to help these farmers, Govind established Govind Foundation, which works closely with the needs of the farmers to bring about creative solutions at minimal cost. Govind Foundation helps dairy farmers produce a substantial volume of milk without harming the animals. And to achieve this, it has curated several programs wherein they train, educate, and provide additional support to the cattle farmers. One of such concepts that came alive with this thought is the concept of free housing cattle. The concept promotes setting the cattle free to roam around in their natural habitat. The company executives believe that setting the animals free in nature allows them to grow in their natural habitat, erasing the chances of any artificial inducers to produce a heavy volume of milk. The aim behind establishing free housing cattle is to bring a regularized management in the routine of dairy farmers to reduce labor cost and increase the product output. The concept works in a manner of a chain that adjoins several benefits in its way. Firstly, setting the cattle free to roam around helps natural nourishment. This also means that the animals have access to abundant food and water all the time. It also makes cleaning the farms easier and in turn reduces the wastage of water and saves an approximate of 500 liters per day. The cow dung, which is used as a natural manure, can be collected after it is dry to produce organic manure for agricultural crops. This gives organic fodder to the cattle in return, which eradicates the chances of sickness. Thus, the cost of maintaining the cattle is automatically balanced. Free housing cattle also works to reduce methane emissions, which is highly encouraged in the current scenario. The concept is appreciated and funded for further research in association with organizations such as Solidaridad and Trouw Nutrition from Netherlands. Within the concept of free housing cattle, Govind Milk prescribes 5 verticals that work in alignment to fetch the results. The first one is the low-cost initiation vertical, wherein the farmers are taught to build low-cost cattle maintenance structures, allowing them to keep the vertical intact without worrying about the budget. Under this vertical, Govind Foundation has managed to find alternatives to various costly methods of cattle maintenance, such as grooming brushes and mats made of crop residue, settling the cattle under a natural tree shed instead of building expensive cattle shed, etc. The second one is the temperature cooling unit. In this vertical, a sensory operating unit is installed which automatically detects the temperature of the cattle farm. Upon detecting an increase in the temperature, the sensory unit switches on the sprinklers which flush the farm with cool water, bringing down the temperature. The third one is the use of silage fodder. It is a method when any green plant material is put in a place where it can ferment in the absence of air. This helps the farmers to provide green fodder to its cattle around the clock, without waiting for the season. The fourth one is the hydroponic technology of fodder plantation. This is a method of farming where plants can be grown in nutrient-fortified water instead of its soil. The system yields rapid growth of fodder with limited cost and better results. Along with this, Govind Foundation also employs the technique of azolla cultivation. This type of cultivation helps the farmer to reduce the cost of livestock feed supplements, and it is useful to feed supplements for livestock. The fifth and the last one is the use of sprouts in the diet for cattle. This is a simple idea which reduces the cost of feed and instead provides an increased level of resistance to fight diseases. Another initiative that has been recently undertaken is affordable biogas production. It is done by collecting animal waste, mixing it with water and storing it. Biogas is a renewable fuel that's produced when organic matter, such as food or animal waste, is broken down by microorganisms in the absence of oxygen. This process is called anaerobic digestion. For this to take place, the waste material is enclosed in an environment where there is no oxygen. This produces methane, which is used as a fuel for cooking gas and even producing electricity. Independently, this whole setup cost around 40,000 rupees, but with Govind's help, this can be availed by a farmer for only 5,000 rupees.
At Govind Milk, our mission is to provide high quality milk products while prioritizing sustainability, animal welfare, and health and well-being of our consumers. Continuous innovation is our pillar to meet the changing needs and our preferences of consumers. Sustainability is our core of our brand values. We are committed to reduce our carbon footprint through practices such as reducing, reuse, recycling, repeating of our water and waste management, and the renewable energy requirements. We believe in giving back to the communities we serve through various partnerships. We support local organizations and initiatives that align with our brand values and mission that result in making everyone a part of happy family, a Govind's happy family.
Given its growing brand visibility, Govind has also entered the market with its other milk-made products such as ice creams, Shrikhand, Paneer, Lassi, Dairy Whitener, and many more products. The increasing market for instant mix products has encouraged Govind to enter the market with its own products like Gulab Jamun Mix, Rice Kheer Mix, Ragi Kheer Mix, Shahi Dry Fruit Kheer Mix, and more. To cater to its consumers located farther geographically, Govind Milk and Milk Products has plans to launch UHT fermented milk and milk products. These are ultra-high pasteurized products which provide a longer shelf life. Under this plan, the company is set to launch several products such as milk, lassi, and milkshakes. All this is also possible because of Govind's recently installed Tetra Pak plant. This new plant provides a start-to-end facility for food packaging, which is also completely automated. This facility includes two machines, the A3 Flex and A3 Speed. The A3 Flex can fill 7,000 packs an hour of 100 milliliters and up to 112,000 packs a day, while the A3 Speed can fill 24,000 packs an hour and up to 384,000 in a day. The product is filled and then pushed onto the cap applicator or straw applicator, depending on the size of packaging, then to the cardboard packer, after which it moves onto the shrink wrapping machine. All of this is handled by a SCADA system with real-time monitoring. This automation increases reliability, reduces waste, lowers operational cost, and utilizes resources effectively. The whole plant operates as one solid unit for all packaging needs. Not only for Govind products but also for other brands looking to fulfill their packaging requirements. These products will help Govind spread its roots across the dairy market in India, which currently occupies 13 billion rupees share in the GDP.
Govind Milk has been experiencing consistent financial growth in recent years thanks to our focus on quality product and strategic financial planning. We prioritize maintaining profitability while also investing in innovation and expansion. As CFO, I work closely with our team to develop and execute financial strategies that align with our overall business objective. This includes analyzing data and market trend, assessing risk, and making informed decisions to drive success. We take a proactive approach to risk management, identify potential threats, and developing contingency plan to mitigate them. This helps us to maintain financial stability and adapt quickly to changing market conditions. The motto is to work together and to grow together.
Govind's constant effort to bring value to farmers and quality to consumers has caught the eyes of many reputed institutions and awards alike. The concept of free housing cattle caught attention of international agencies such as International Sprouts Grower Association, USA, International Federation of Organic Agriculture Movement, and Food and Agricultural Organization of United Nations. The efforts to find and provide hydroponic technology to dairy farmers was published in the NABARD Rural Pulse issue of July and August, along with mentions of free housing cattle on the United Nations website. Govind is also honored by various awards at national levels, such as the Vasantrao Nayak Animal Husbandry Award for extensive free housing for animals in rural areas, Best Extension Veterinarian for providing best veterinarian services to the dairy cattle. The company, which started as an effort to eradicate distress from the land, today is a proud employer of more than 13,000 employees. The company is associated with 2.5 million farmers, giving a ray of hope for their prosperity and happiness. Govind maintains and provides veterinary services to more than 150,000 cattle to procure good quality milk.
During the last 27 years, Govind has earned a reputation as being a quality dairy producer in the B2B as well as retail markets. Going forward, we plan to increase our milk collection by extending our dairy development activities across Maharashtra. At the same time, we are investing in improving our production capacities as well as adding new product lines with a focus on high shelf life dairy products. This, we believe, will help us to improve our reach geographically and be available to more consumers. Our expertise in dairy development, coupled with continuous improvement at the factory level and having good people at all levels in the organization, puts us in a good position to achieve our goal to be an internationally known dairy supplier and to make Govind a household brand in India.
Govind has cemented its name as one of the most respected and reputed brands in the dairy industry. Sowing the seeds of prosperity in the land of agony wasn't an individual effort. It was an effort of 1,000 minds and believers who trusted the sight of a beautiful future that was dreamt by Shri Sanjeev Raje Nayak Nimbalkar. Bringing together the best talents, Govind not only prospered in the business but offered a quality of life to the people who worked hard to produce the product. By employing several programs of cattle happiness, Govind makes sure that the source of milk isn't depressed or unwilling. The farmers, who once were wondering with questions of survival, today have garnered a confidence that has left them with abundant happiness and prosperity. The consumers, who were once a prey to adulterated milk, today have grown strong and happy. And the company itself, which started as a milk-producing company, today has grown to be an organization that is internationally recognized for manufacturing happy lives across all its verticals. Looking back, we can realize that the main purpose of the company was to bring happiness to the land, and they have achieved it. Thus, it won't be wrong to say that Govind's tagline, the happy makers, has ultimately turned out to be true.